CliffCentral.com.
We're going to cry, laugh, and love. And we're going to do it together. The Life with Lebang podcast. And just like that, it is episode 4 of Life with Lebang. I am so stoked to be sitting where I'm sitting right now, because I am sitting across the table from a very, 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 very gentle brother. I'm going to use the word gentle, but it's an understatement. So I'm going to tell you a quick story about my first real encounter with this young man. I remember I was throwing a party many years ago, before becoming the hip hop mom. And we had put together a concept about the theme of the party being around a girl named Maria. And we wanted to basically record a couple of episodes to promote the party, obviously, but also because we're just having fun and we're just being young creatives. So I called him up and I said, hey, look, I've got this idea. Can you please come through and be like the detective for me in this one scene where we're interrogating some guys who have apparently kidnapped Maria. You are the detective. And he was like, yo, I'm there like a bear. He came so professionally. He arrived, he did his thing, and he just left. And till this day, I always look back and I'm like, hey, this person has been talented. This person has been talented. Okay Wasabi is here with me in studio. George, welcome to Life with Lebang.
Thank you so much, Lebang. You just took me back. I think that's 6 years ago, 5 years ago even.
It was a while,
hey? That's a long time ago, Lebang.
Nah, that's how long you've been good. And then some.
I was trying back then. Man.
But your trying actually really paid off, because like if you fast forward to today,
it's been a while, Shem. You actually are one of the people who saw the old Okay Wasabi back in the day, like still hustling and stuff like that with Dali and stuff like that. But it's been a journey.
It has.
It's been a journey.
It has. Dude, thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you
to hang out with me.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I'm only on episode 4.
Yeah. I just found out.
Yeah. Like I'm still, my show is still a baby itself. Yes. It's still growing.
It's a privilege to be here in the first few episodes.
So I told myself I'm going to bring the right people first to add the right type of growth. They must feed the baby.
The foundation needs to be strong.
Exactly. Like the life, the formula that you guys give to my baby, it must be Nan one, not backdoor.
Exactly.
Nah. Thank you, dude, for being here, man. I'm excited to chat with you. Some of the things that we discuss on the show is like real life stuff.
Sure.
I didn't want to just have those radio shows where we go and it's like, oh my god. No.
It's the real thing. It's proper.
It's the real life thing. So quickly. You once said that you hope to become a comedian in the future, and you want to get into TV, and you want to have a show similar to the Pure Monate show. So is it safe to say that you 11 your way through it? You candled, and you just spoke it into existence, because now you're hosting Kgosana, which is ultimately a show. It's not Pure Monate, but you low-key bringing your own Monate into it.
Yes. I used to speak about everything that I'm doing right now, and I'm still speaking about everything that I'll do in the future and stuff like that. It's crazy. People ask me that, do you ever have doubts, and have you ever doubted yourself back in the day and stuff like that? And I tell them that I dropped out of university twice. That's how much I trusted the process, because the first time I went for Ujablisu Mama, just to make the parents happy. And then the second time, I was like, let me try and do something I actually like. Because the first time I did accounting.
Woo!
And accounting in high school, EMS.
Come on.
Balance sheets.
No.
So when I got to university, UJ, and I did accounting, I was like, Jesus, what am I doing here? And I literally stayed on that course for because I knew by the first year, okay, so this was a mistake. I need to drop out.
Yeah.
But I met my partner there, which is 7 years ago. And we've been together for 7 years. So I stayed doing that for a year just to,
just
grow.
To see her.
Yeah, just to grow that relationship. So I did 2 years there, but then after the 2 years, I dropped out. And then, but basically the reason why I'm telling you this is because it's very tricky to drop out of university because of how our parents in South Africa especially value education, and I think education is really important. Definitely, please complete your degree.
Not all of us can be Casper. Please, guys.
Exactly. You can't. It's hard to make it without that piece of paper. You need it, the qualification and stuff like that. So, the reason why I left, knowing the risks and the dangers in it, is because I don't know, man. This thing, it's something inside me that says it's going to happen. I don't know why. It's something of like, you wake up and you're like, you don't see yourself ever, balancing on a balance sheet or anything like that, or anything like 9 to 5, which there's nothing wrong with it. It's amazing. Medical aid is great, but
and him nice.
It
must be so nice.
The benefits are amazing. But it sounds like a calling, man. It sounds like
and you can't ignore it.
Can't ignore it
because it's just like it's itching.
Yes.
Everything you do, it's always there finding you.
Exactly.
You can run away from it, but it'll always come to you.
Yes.
And maybe even when you don't know exactly what it is,
exactly,
or what you're doing, you'll always find yourself being swayed and being called into that thing.
Exactly.
I completely understand what you're saying. Like, for me to call you 6 years ago and say, "Doc, come through, let's shoot." I mean, what was that?
Exactly.
We didn't know what we were doing.
Nothing is random, Lebang. Nothing. Everything happens literally for a reason. I always say that. Like, nothing is random. It's planned out. It feels like it's planned out.
It does feel like it's planned out. Eh?
Like, you ask yourself, Guti, how can this person perform at this level for so long? A person, maybe like if your favorite rapper, but you just need to know that person was born to do that, what they're doing.
Yes.
Like, it's not random. They didn't just one day walk into a studio executive and like, I wanna rap. No. Like, since they were a baby, this has been their path.
It was their
and
path.
They're just doing their job as much as the best accountant in the world is doing their job.
Yes.
Like, that's what they literally were born to do.
Absolutely. Also, apparently, Okay Wasabi is your alter ego, and George is the shy homebody. I can actually attest to this.
Yes.
Like, when we've hung out, it's always like, you're just like a shy guy. You're chilling, minding your business. The only thing you'll say is how beautiful Sasha is. Everything else doesn't matter. Everybody else can go die. And then you turn a camera on, and then you become this person, person that's just like, wow, and you're just doing you so well. So I think it's cool to have, a little bit of both.
Yes.
I know one of my teammates who ironic, who Toby Never, very same thing. His name is Toby Never. He's just like a chilled, shy guy. Dog, turn on a microphone. Yo, what's up? This ironic, pop, no, cabbage, 1, 2, 3.
Yes,
and I'm like, so it's a real thing.
It is.
And you've just managed to really,
it is.
know how to switch it on and off. How do you do that so well?
I think like literally it's years of practice also, and knowing studying who you admire, studying the grades and stuff like that, and then knowing what you need to apply on the camera. If the camera is an exam, basically it's years of studying and looking at the grades, and then what you're putting onto the camera or the microphone is literally you applying what you've learned and stuff like that. Because I think it is important to have a separation, because I genuinely am not 24/7 the person I am in front of the camera. I prefer to keep quiet, actually. Like,
you're a quiet guy and you're good at it. Like, when you're chilling with George, guys, the silence isn't weird. It's not like awkward. It's like a calm silence where it's like, let me use this time to think. Let me use this time to decide what I'm gonna have for lunch. Let me use this time to you're not sitting there like
like a good silence. Yes.
Yeah, it's not awkward. So you're actually good at silence.
I think most of the time I'm actually studying people, honestly, like looking how they react to situations, their conversations with other people, so that I probably could use their characteristics on skits or their characteristics in jokes and stuff like that, because people are so interesting. I love looking at people, studying people, and incorporating them into my work. Like, so that time I'm quiet, I'm probably thinking about the next joke or something like that, the next video or something like that.
I think that's so awesome. Let's talk about the name Okay Wasabi. So apparently that was a mistake.
Yes.
And you actually misheard lyrics from a song, and then you just like kind of ran with it. What song was this, bruh?
So in high school, around the time that I met you, pretty much, around 16, 17, 18, around there, I was starting out doing the skits.
Yes, I remember.
The Hamba Ngevura was Hamba Nedudla. I was remixing songs, you know, and I never sat down Lebang and write down, okay, how can I remix Vura or something like that? How can I remix Hotline Bling stuff? It's literally walking past the TV and hearing that song, and then you're like, oh, you misheard the lyric. And oh, did he just say Hamba Nedudla? It's literally a misheard lyric.
Yeah.
So that's how I started in the game, on Instagram, making out skits like that. And then Lil Wayne, who was my favorite rapper back then.
How? So he's not anymore? Come on.
His time has come.
Weezy F baby and the F is for. Come on.
Trust me.
Weezy F baby, please say the baby.
Trust me. I know.
Guys, come on.
I left around the Carter 3 or something, but.
Oh man, I am touched.
But yeah, I used to have posters of this man on the wall. Like it was amazing. I remember the time he came with Eminem to South Africa. Like I was obsessed with Wayne.
Yeah.
So there's this song with Ace Hood. Called Hustle Hard. It was on the remix. He says, Okay Wasabi, big balling is my hobby. I thought he said, okay Wasabi, big balling is my hobby.
Beautiful.
So so my name is a misheard lyric, which brings you back to what I started out doing in the game. Mishearing lyrics and making them songs. And then so that's what my name comes back to, because it'll always remind me where I come from.
Yeah.
Literally. How
I think that's so dope. And that kind of goes back to that thing we said in the beginning about how it just comes naturally.
Exactly.
And it flows out of you.
Yeah, literally.
You're not sitting and physically coming up with these jokes. They just
exactly.
arrive.
Exactly.
That's so cool, man.
Exactly.
Let's talk about Trevor Noah. I mean, I know that he's like somewhat of a hero to you.
Where are you getting this book, Lebang? Because it seems like these questions are very specific, and like, has somebody written a book about me that I had?
You haven't seen it?
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I'll send you the Amazon link.
Kota's Kingsley and Vosloorus.
It's all there.
A book about Okay Wasabi.
It's all there.
Where is this book?
I'll send you the link. You can actually order it yourself so you can see your life story being played out right before your eyes. I know how much you love Trevor, dude.
Yes,
As you should. I mean, he's one of the few South Africans to, number one, make it out.
Yes.
You know? And just be so great and so truly himself.
100%.
So what are some of the things that, you know, Trevor has done in his career that you can say, I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that.
So Trevor's story, man, is so important to me because it's so you know, when you like, you've probably stepped in the same vicinity that man has stepped in.
Yeah.
Literally, because I read the book, I've watched all the stand-up specials and stuff like that, and him saying, Guti, he's literally had to find a job by driving taxis in Yeovil.
And if you've been to Yeovil.
Exactly. He's drive taxis in Yeovil. He used to live in Soweto and stuff like that. And you think to yourself, Guti, this man has been to places you've probably been at.
Yeah.
Trevor Noah has probably went to Ackerman's skate. So he's lived the life that every South African, especially every South African has lived and stuff like that. Yeah. But he could still take it to
the top.
To that level and stuff like that. So it's another person who I think was born to do exactly that.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing. Like to him, it seems like it just flows out and he doesn't even really try. You know, it looks like he's just telling you his life story and just makes it amazing. So, and the level of success he's reached, it's like, it's inspiring. Like I'm like, yo, okay, if you could get to that level, because when it comes to my craft, I tried my best to make it as South African as possible.
Yes.
I count South Africa first. I'm 100% South African. Like I try to my demographic is Southerners.
You're 50% South African and 50% Vosloorus.
Exactly.
If we're putting the two together,
exactly, like that's
the Vara's there.
Exactly. So I do one day hope to reach a broader market, hopefully, and stuff like that. And I'm just in awe of how he's been able to do universal comedy, but at the same time, comedy is a language and it is understood globally.
Yes.
You know, I don't care where you're from. Punchlines can be hard because you can do the punchline in Zulu, and that's what most other Africans complain about and say, guys, why do South Africans start a tweet in English
and then carry on with vernac
and stuff like that? So the punchlines can be tough like that, but comedy as a language, it's universal. That's why we have Cabby Lame, that's why we have Mr. Bean, that's why we have because you can understand them. You can understand. So now I'm trying to get to the point where I am so fluent in the language of comedy that translation won't be needed, and I'll be understood by everyone in the world, hopefully, someday. But for now, I'm just at the level where I guess the Tswanas and the Pedis and the Tsongas and the Zulus and the Sutus understand me, everyone in South Africa. But one day I'll get more fluent.
So you're not pulling an STC. You're not just like straight on with the English. You'll take me as I am, and then when you fly that side, it is what it is.
No, some things just sound funnier in Zulu, man.
I'm telling you.
Some things sound funnier in vernac, man. Like it's just a thing. Like I love the Sutu language. I can't speak it really well, but I think.
But I love when you try.
Yeah, like because
like
I genuinely.
Bua le nna buti hle bua le nna ganyane e seng gagolo ganyane a re bueng hle
the thing is, Lebang, I do, like, people think I'm joking, but I genuinely want to learn the language because you know, like, it's the things Sotho people, Tswana people say that to me, to you guys might sound normal. But I remember this one lady, and it's such an amazing question. And I'm like, that's amazing. Like, I'm happy or you know, when you bore Sotho person, like, they're saying you've bored me. Bored me again. Like,
love it.
That's like, it's amazing. I'm like, this language is very, you know, it's direct, but it's also like up to interpretation. So so many things are they hit harder in the neck, and I just, that's why I love the South African languages. They're just great. No,
definitely. I think that's dope. Speaking of South African language, I think, like, I want to quickly touch on this and not hop on a bit too much about it. So I was saying to my producer, Aaron Uguti, I've got an ex-boyfriend who's from the Vaal.
Yes.
But when I met him, he didn't tell me that he's from the Vaal.
Yes.
He was like almost lying. He's like, oh girl, I'm from the north. And this was many disclaimer, many years ago. I'm from the north, you know, I'm from Bryanston, this is what I drive, what. I was like, cool, whatever. Like, only to find that he's actually from the Vaal. Like, he went to some random school, Kgosana, like, he's not a North boy.
Exactly.
Is the point.
Exactly.
And you are one of the people that is so proud of being from Vosloorus that I want to now be from Vosloorus. That's how much you make Vosloorus so dope. Like, I want to drive there just to get a Gota. Now,
exactly.
just, you know, and I kind of want to ask you, like, two things. It's a two-part question. On one end, what is it about your hood that you're so happy to just wear it like a freaking heart on your sleeve, because you do that so well? Number two, what can you say to young men out there who are in denial about where they're from, aren't willing to own where they're from, are ashamed of where they're from, and are lying to girls and telling girls that they're from the north when they're not? There's nothing wrong with not being from the north. So those are my questions for you.
Oh, first, man. First, 1475, the hood skinny niggas died. The multiplier, the clouds are too close to the ground, so all touch the sky.
Come on!
It's such an important, it's who I am. It's basically, it made me who I am. All the people that I've met there, all the people I grew up with, and the experiences, all that, the amalgamation of all of that literally is Okay Wasabi. You know, being able to switch from Kasi to suburb, because you know, we went to schools in the suburbs and stuff like that. That's where we first saw Abelung, because I'm a crash word to Kasi. We're gonna be Belung lap. Or the only white people will see is on TV. But it's I'm able to mix both worlds and present to people, and that hood basically, I think it afforded me the ability to be who I am, to be who I am unashamedly, because I remember Dali and I would just, my best friend would just walk.
Shout out
Dali, man. We just walk the whole Vosloorus with cameras, either taking pictures, taking videos and stuff like that. And it was never weird. People like embrace that and stuff like that. You know, there's people in the hood always give you a nickname according to what you do.
Yeah.
So there's this guy who calls us, I'm a capturer. So because we just always capturing stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's just a testimony on how the people there, I felt like always like weren't judgmental or anything like that. They understood Uguti, this is what these boys are going to do, and they're not shocked right now when they see stuff on TV and stuff like that, because they saw us doing it at 14, at 15, at 16 years old.
Again, it was always your calling.
Exactly. So I think I feel a sense of pride coming from them, and like they'll always, they won't hesitate to stop you and say, hey dog, I saw what played last night, I saw it on SABC, I saw it on and you guys did amazing, keep doing that. That's dope. It's finally coming together. So famous, man, as they say,
so figgy, so normal,
as they say. So I think people should always even if you don't want to be proud of it, but don't deny where you come from, because it's your roots, it's your background. It explains why you are the way you are. Literally, it explains why you speak the way you speak. Because so it's so funny, Lebang, people who hear isiZulu Sam, even though I'm not Zulu, people who hear isiZulu Sam always say your Zulu is so weird. Like it's not obviously, it's not isiZulu Sasasbaya. It's not KZN.
The only Zulu that's from there is the one from there.
Exactly,
we know there's a big difference.
But that's a good explanation of on why I speak the way I speak, because if Vosloorus is surrounded by, it's almost like a mini Soweto. It's surrounded by Sutus, Ndebeles, Zulus. So the language that is spoken there is literally a melting pot of everything. Like literally, Zulu is not the same as the KZN one, but it's as valid because it's a code. It's a way of communicating. So you hear my Zulu, you hear my Sutu or lack thereof, and you know, okay, this man grew up extension 9 near Mazulu, but all the Sutus there in Vosloorus, funny enough, they switch and speak Zulu. So that's why I don't know Sutu me, because I have so many Sutu friends. I realized this the other day. I have so many Sutu friends, but I don't know how to speak Sutu, and that's because a lot of Sutu people, especially in Vosloorus, they accommodate the Amazulu. They speak Zulu and stuff like that. So that's why I never really grasped it, because people would rather say Gunjani mina nyaphila rather than
versus
Dumelang.
Exactly. Because when you get into a taxi and you say Dumelang lekai, the taxi driver will be like Utini.
Exactly.
And nobody wants that mess. So what are you actually if you're not Zulu?
I'm chosen. I'm chosen, you know, because I don't want to offend anyone, because my dad is from Mpumalanga. That would make me Swati. My mom's from the Eastern Cape. That would make me Xhosa. But I don't speak Xhosa. I don't speak Swati. So I literally, whatever I picked up in the 20-something years that I've been here is the language I speak. And people might laugh when I say that right now, but soon enough, it's Josie.
Yeah, it will be a real thing.
It
makes sense.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong. I think that's dope.
Exactly, because people Zulus will get angry. They say, no, it's not a tanda. I'm like, hey, dog. Tina, my friends saying I'm a tanda, so I'm not sure. You know, it's like literally. So yeah, I don't want to say I'm Swati because I haven't spoken the language in decades. And Xhosa, my mom just laughs at me when I try it. So I'm Josie basically. Yeah.
Speaking of your parents, how's the support been? Because you already mentioned that you dropped out of your university. What? Luckily, Sasha was there to save the day. So generally, like black parents are like, yo, this is all I'm giving you. Go to school, fetsa skolo, and that's it. So when you drop out, it's almost like you're on your own. Have you gotten what kind of support have you gotten from them throughout your career?
I think the support from my parents is amazing. Like my dad loved school. Like he was nothing more prouder if you came back. I'm 18, I'm 19, he loves the school life and stuff like that. So I unfortunately lost him at 18, and then at 18 that was like my matric year. And then when I got older, I went to UJ, I think when I was 19 or 20. And then just to say, okay, I tried this thing. But then when I went to UJ and I came back and I told my mom, okay, this thing, I understand why you want me to do it. It's cool and stuff like that. But there's this thing that I feel like you just need to trust me. That's all I said to her. I feel like there's this thing is you need to trust me, and I'm not sure where it's gonna put me, but I feel like I can deliver on it.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, cool, it's fine. And I was like, you know what, you need to buy me this, like I need this tablet because I wanna record videos and skits and stuff like that. She was like, cool, I'll take it on credit. I might not have the cash right now, but I'll take it on credit. Let's see what you wanna do with this thing. So that's just a testament on how much she believed in or trusted. She might have not known what I'm gonna do, because if I told her 7 years ago that I'm gonna get paid for doing branded videos on a social media platform, that I wouldn't blame it, because that didn't even exist back then, like 7 or 8 years ago. Being an influencer, like this thing of being paid for doing commercials, informal commercials online, wasn't there. I didn't know I was gonna do that. My number one dream was TV. Somebody's gonna see me from these skits, and I'm gonna be on a TV show, and that's how I'm gonna make money. That's what she believed in too. And this thing just randomly came, and she's been supportive since day one. And the past 2, 3, 4 years that have passed is like, oh, okay, so this is what you meant. This is what you meant. But literally.
I think that's so cool, man, because I mean, it makes the world of difference. Exactly. You know, having that support. Do you think like you are now kind of encouraged and motivated to push even harder, having lost your dad?
100%, because they always joke about this, Guti, as much as now that he's gone, because I'm his firstborn. I'm basically the man of the
heir.
The house, basically, and the man of the house. And maybe my first name is my first name is
Did you just forget your first name? Hey, Rani Born.
I'm not sure if it's my first or second name, but you know home affairs. But my first name is kind of like a foretelling, because they named me Khaletu. So as Khaletu Mnguni, maybe I was very born to take care of the home and keep it as a house. So that's what they always tell me and stuff like that. And I'm like, maybe it's just a coincidence. But
but you know, there's no such thing.
There's no such thing. Literally, everything happens for a reason. So it definitely does make me want to work harder, you know, to take care of my younger siblings and my mother, and just, you know, to thank them for always being there and trusting the process.
I think you're going to do amazing. Like I have no doubt about the work that you're going to do, about the lives that you're going to touch, about all the people's days that you're going to make better. And speaking of making people's days better, let's talk about Ndikokele. So there's a couple of people who owe me money. What do I do? Who do I got to call? Because, you know, these people aren't answering my calls. So what's the process? How's it been shooting? Because I know that generally you were a bit nervous to do it, because I mean, now that on-off switch of, okay, am I Okay Wasabi or am I George? So how was that whole process for you?
It was such a jarring process, because it was the first time I ever present something, literally. And I wasn't sure why they chose me. Like, literally, it sounds like the pitch of it sounds like such a serious show. It sounds like a serious show where, you know, we're dealing with people who need their money back and stuff like that. But they were like, you know what, we want to take a different approach on this thing. We know that you're not going to be 100% serious. We know that you're not gonna take this thing. We know that you can switch back and forth from serious to joking and stuff like that. So that's what we want. Imagine if Okay Wasabi hosted a very serious show, and that's the pretense of the show, and that's what we went with. Literally, first time ever presenting, very nerve-wracking. Even worse, I was told, unlike the usual times, we're shooting two seasons. So 2 seasons back to back.
In one,
I shot 26 episodes from March.
Hectic. I hope you double charged them. Double up the invoice.
From March until June, I was shooting and stuff like that.
Oh, and you took a break from YouTube.
Exactly, took a break from YouTube, from everything, literally. And I learned so much, Lebang. I learned how to literally present, how how TV actually works, you know, because spending 3 or 4 months on a set is different from, you know, visiting a set once in a while and stuff like that. So I learned so much how you're supposed to present, how you're supposed to talk. It's
intense.
It is.
It's quite an intense environment.
100%. And I'm not great with meeting new people and stuff like that. So I had to meet new people every day.
Ooh,
and most of the times those people are older than me and stuff like that. Now I'm feeling a bit serious. And I'm genuinely not that guy. Like, I'm the guy when if people, the fight breaks out, I shift.
Yeah, when I again.
But this show forced me to get in Zabantu, and it was literally a nice journey. I'm grateful for the lesson, and man, I hope the next thing that I do in television is I'm gonna get so much knowledge that I picked up from there,
absolutely,
and bring it onto the next project, whatever
because
it ends up being.
That's what it is. I mean, you were chosen to do the show so that you can learn what you need to learn now to prep you for the next one.
Next thing, yes.
And the way that life is set up, and this is why life is so beautiful. The next one that they call you for, you probably have like some sort of creative freedom.
Exactly.
They're gonna say, "Hey, we've got a budget.
Yes.
You come up with the show."
Exactly.
You know, so it's never for nothing. And I'm glad that you were put in situations that you were challenged and you were put outside of your comfort zone.
100%.
Because now you see who a person really is when they're not in their comfort zone.
Exactly.
I can't necessarily see you as a presenter. Like if you had told me 2 years ago, I'd be like, no, he's not. He's probably gonna be the guy in the back laughing. Maybe he'll be an extra with a good smile or whatever. Maybe he'll be the photographer. But you as a presenter, I couldn't see it.
Yes.
But now when I sit and I watch, when I watch the show, I'm like, okay, there he is. He's doing it.
Presenting.
So whatever it is that you learn, it's important. And I always say this to my team that in this industry, you can't go in and just have one skill.
100%.
You absolutely cannot. You must know how to present. You must know how to write scripts. You must know how to direct. You must know how to. You need to at least know like minimum 5.
Exactly.
If you want to last. So I'm very excited for you, dog. One of the bigger things that I've seen is like, not only is every brand just giving you their money to come up with content, like, but also like your love for Sasha has just been so consistent from the jump. You've always known that girl is just way too good for you. You've known
100%.
it and you're proud of it and you're okay with it. How was it getting her to kind of like morph into your world and your love for camera and creation? Because from my memory, she wasn't always in front. She would barely. In fact, you guys are both just shy people.
Yes, 100%.
Her more because she just look at you and you just be mesmerized by her beauty.
I know.
Like it's a beauty.
I know you're 100% shy. Like if we went to a restaurant and they mistakenly put avocado in the food, we're gonna have to eat it, because none of us are gonna pick up a hand and say sorry. If we find a hair, unfortunately, we're gonna have to take it out ourselves and eat the food because we're that shy. Literally, no one wants to confront the waiter or the waitress, though. So, hey, like Sasha, man, it's like we've been together for 7 years, and getting her into in front of the camera was easier than you think, because she was she's in love with YouTube. She's in love with the YouTube and stuff like that. She saw the vision long time ago of YouTube is gonna blow up. I was late to the game and stuff like that, but she was already watching her favorite couples and stuff like that, and she's the one who actually said, okay, we need to make a joint channel. I'm like, what do joint channels do? Why would anyone want to watch couples on YouTube? I still kind of feel like that, but she actually showed me the way, like, hey, let's do a channel.
It's
like
a real
this.
thing.
And man, she's shyer than me, actually. Honestly, she's shyer than me, because at least I can switch on the persona that I need to switch on. But she's getting more comfortable in front of the camera as the years go by, and man, she's learning so much and blossoming and doing so well. She has her own channel now, and I'm hoping to see amazing things from her. And I wouldn't have wasted my time if I didn't see the potential like years ago. Say, okay, I know what people like, I know what people want to see in front of the camera, and I know she has it within her, and she's gonna deliver 100%.
Come on, like Indota must. Hey, Indota must go to radio interviews and talk on me like that. That's what I'm talking about. Who's your favorite YouTuber, Doug?
My favorite YouTuber right now.
And you can't say yourself. And unfortunately, you can't say Sasha. Because I know that's what you're going to say.
I watch such weird things on YouTube in Lebang. I watch such weird things. If I'm not watching tech reviews, just people telling me, okay, here's the new phone and stuff like that. I'm watching people who break down Marvel shows or comic stuff like that. So it's so random. Like I don't think I have a favorite YouTuber. I have favorite YouTube shows and YouTube channels because of what they represent. Like people who break down perfectly like what this show actually means and stuff like that. Like something called like Nerdist. You can even hear it in the name, Nerdist. They just, whenever a show comes out tomorrow, they say, okay, here's 10 things you missed in the show and stuff like that. Yeah,
and those videos drop like every day.
Exactly.
Yo, they're consistent, hey?
Literally. So those are the 3 things I'm watching on YouTube, like tech reviews, show and comic reviews, and then sneaker reviews. Literally, that's so that's my. I can't say favorite YouTuber, but I can say favorite sectors of YouTube.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah.
Dude, George, it's always so nice to speak to you, man. Like,
100%.
It makes me feel like I'm doing something, and you know, every different part of the industry that I get into, I always try to rope you in.
Yes.
And I don't do it because like, you know, I'm literally doing it because I believe in you that much. Like from the jump, I always saw that there's a light around this boy, and Wabona, this Lebona is gonna shine.
Exactly.
So whatever you touch, whatever you do, Doug, I just wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. Same to you.
Please say hello to Dali, because I miss him so much.
It's been a while.
No, like his music career is also just blossoming, and I'm just here to, and I love your friendship because what you're doing is showing other people that you can support your friends. It's fine.
100%.
This whole thing of friendships must be competition. Keep your enemies closer. Nah, none of that mess.
100%.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Enjoyed myself so much.
Did you like it?
100%.
You've been here before, ne?
Yeah.
What for?
I've been trying to think since I walked in that door to who was hosting and stuff like that. But I remember, I think the Microwave Boys were here too, and we were it was early YouTube. When there was when you could count the YouTubers in South Africa with your hands.
Yeah,
it was back in the day, and I'm like, yo, and I was literally trying to find my signature.
Oh,
because I think there is there, but I'll never
somewhere
find it.
You'll never find it.
I'll never find because there's so many people there.
This place is iconic, dude.
Yeah, there's like Nelson Mandela. I was like, yo, how many people did you guys have here? Like everyone has been here. I'm like, yeah, I'll never find my signature, but yeah.
So when is the Okay Wasabi podcast coming out?
Yeah. I think once I've streamlined my video process, once it's easier. Once I know that Monday there's a video that's dropping, Wednesday there's a video that's dropping, and it comes out consistently.
Yes.
Then I'm like, okay, now I have Fridays to do something else. Yeah.
And you know where you're gonna do them? CliffCentral.com.
100%.
Danko. Thank you, George.
Thank you.
It's Life with Lebang.
CliffCentral.com.
We're going to cry, laugh, and love. And we're going to do it together. The Life with Lebang podcast.